Kose mi fambo, my name is Sankara. Now this could be the first video, plenty video we go do for teach all manner for talk Creole. So my name is Sankara. This is going to be the first video of a language learning series that we'll be doing to teach Creole. So without any further ado, we go start the lesson. This is a video of Salon or Sierra Leone. So things then what you're gonna need. What's you're gonna need for learn Creole? So you're gonna need the Peace Corps Sierra Leone course, which is completely free. I would also recommend logging in, or I'm sorry, creating a profile, then logging in to participate in ongoing Creole language learning thread, so that you can talk with Creole speakers, such as myself, and Tim. You're gonna need Tim. So let's go to this next slide. Click. All right. So now what's in Creole? So Creole now what's in? Um, Creole is a language that most people speak in Sierra Leone. It is a native language of the ethnic Creoles. We'll be talking about them in a later lesson. And but basically, what you need to know is that Creole is a language that allows people from many different backgrounds, especially in a country like Sierra Leone, to communicate. And Creole language is okay. So we know that it's based. The vocabulary is based predominantly on English, but as we'll see later, there are many languages, Mende, Temne, even Igbo and Yoruba, that have contributed to the language in terms of both syntactically and also in terms of vocabulary. So, moving on. Hate to bring this point up, but I think this is necessary because I always get this question. It's like people are like, so is that like broken? No, it's not like anything. It's a language. It's a language in and of itself. It's a language that's developed, as was the case, for example, with Haitian Creole, which is another Creole language, over the course of 3 centuries. In a colonial context, yes, but nonetheless, it is a language in and of itself. It is not broken English. It's not bad English. It is Creole. So, now that we got that out the way, so so when you meet somebody, things that you can possibly say. So the first thing, the first word we go learn. Now this couche, again, couche or couchio. This O is just I don't know, it's a way of kind of livening up the word. Putting some bling on it, I guess. So couchio, which makes it more familiar, and adibody. So again, adibody, which means how are you? Literally, how is the body? And passive responses are well, how yourself. This is pretty self-explanatory. And response would be myself are well, how you do, how are you, or how they go, how are things going, and how they fumble or how they fumble then. Then is just a way of making things plural. But in this context, it pretty much means the same thing. So how's the family? So again, run through this real quick. How the body, how well, how yourself, how well, how you doing? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, pretty straightforward. So, next slide. First thing that you're gonna want to know when meeting somebody is their name. So, what's in your name? Or you could say, what your name? They both mean the same thing. And for example, I would say, my name, na Sankara. Or I can say, I name Sankara. They both mean the same thing. Usa you come out. So, where do you come from? So for me, I would say I'm born at Georgia or I'm born at Savannah, but I come out Maryland. So I was born in Georgia, but I'm from Maryland. Next question. You talk Creole, and the possible response would be no, or I'm sorry, no. But and ba are pretty much the same. Um, Two ways to saying but. So we have ba or but. So no but adelon, which means I am learning, and I talk small small, which means I speak a little. So um, going on to the next slide. Okay, so saying goodbye, we have adego, which means literally I'm leaving or I'm going, and we have we go see or we go see back. They both mean we will see each other later. So that gonna be our team for this lesson. It's gonna be everything for this lesson. Thank you for listening, and we'll definitely be getting into more of an um, analytical kind of breakdown of the grammar, some of the expressions, and a later lesson. But this is just an introduction. So again, thank you for listening. Like us, subscribe, and stay tuned for lesson 2.